Okay, I'm walking back, or I guess I'm walking to a new spot. And I'm not really spot burning because First Dam is a public place and it's heavily fished. But I decided to talk about a topic. I haven't done one of these videos before, but I'm going to talk about streamer fishing. So, I love streamer fishing. I taught myself on a I think it was actually a dark purple woolly bugger. I taught myself on. Sorry for the noise, I'm walking, so. But I taught myself, I think, on dark purple woolly bugger. I don't know, I remember it was a woolly bugger though. And I had a blast with that. And I fished streamers for a long time. Then I started to get into striking the kidders. Then I got this rod. And I was like, I need to go back to streamer fishing. So this has a sink tip line. So the green is the floating, the white is neutral, and the black is sink tip, or sinking. This one only sinks 3 inches per second. So counting is a good way to know how far down you are. I just wait, and then when I start to get impatient, I'll start going. That works for me. I'm using pure fluorocarbon, and it's a 15-pound attached to, or 8-pound attached to 15-pound. And I'd say I'm running about a 7-foot leader. So it's a little bit longer than usual. You can run a 4 to 5. But once I get to a bench, I'll show you guys some streamers. And streamers are just a lot of fun to fish. And they are a very good way to catch not a lot of fish all the time, but bigger fish. I know you've probably heard it 1,000 times if you look it up, but it does produce bigger fish, or better fish. They can fight harder, they're fatter, they're just different. So, today I caught a little 15-inch brown, and I've only caught 5 browns, and 2 of them have been on streamers. One was on a marabou, or 2 were on a marabou jig, and 1 was on a pheasant tail. So, I don't catch them as often, but they are one of my favorite fish to catch on the fly rod up here. And you guys know when this will be posted. It's winter right now. The date is December 28th, I think. I don't know. So we're cold. We have no snow, but it's cold. It's only like 30 degrees outside. It's not very fun. But the fish make it worth it sometimes. So we're gonna come up to, actually might do it at dock. But you're just gonna want to fish. If you're fishing like rivers, you're gonna fish slow, deep pools. But when the fish are spawning, up here we have whitefish and brown trout that spawn in the fall or winterish. It's cold. You can fish something like an egg-sucking leech behind them or something, and trying to get those other fish that are feeding off their eggs. That's a good way. But just pools. I like fishing still water during the winter because they're deeper, they're easier to find because it's just one big pool pretty much, and it's just way easier to fish in general. But the problem with still water is a lot of times you're going to have other people fishing, or at least around you. So I definitely like doing streamer fishing in the winter, but I also like to strike nymphs during the winter. It's a good tactic. It's just less productive, but it's still a good way to fish. I'm almost to my spot, so I'll show you guys a second. Last time I was at the spot, I caught brown trout, the mountain whitefish. I almost said brown fish. I guess it is brown fish. But I'm gonna try to start doing more videos like this. While we're here, so let me put my stuff down. Show you guys some streamers. Everyone says dark days, dark streamers, light days, light streamers, or dark days, light streamers, light days, dark streamers. Personally, I don't believe in that method. One reason it is the other day when I was fishing, it was I shot my net. It was 52 degrees outside, and they were hitting black streamer, and it was sunny as sunny can be. And today, I don't think I put the camera around, but as you guys can see, not the brightest of days. Cloudy day, a little bit darker. Might have some snow today. So, they're hitting a black streamer. So, I say just test stuff out, find what's working. Currently, I have a black woolly bugger I tied. It's got a tungsten bead on it. They're wanting to be really deep today. I might move later one day to this little dungeon I tied this morning. Actually, this is a bigger dungeon. I tied smaller usually, but we're gonna keep it at dungeon because if you guys know, you know. I was starting the day off with a red and then a white streamer. They weren't really caring for those, but this is a small dungeon. I just haven't tied it in black yet. And if they're wanting to, really, might go with the black zonker. That's a little bit more movement, and they are not 100% sure that they're gonna chase it. But if it really gets slow, we get down to it, I can throw on a strike indicator with a black bounce leech. There's just all sorts of streamers that I like to tie. So that's really what's in my box, is woolly buggers, bounce leech, zonkers, and dungeons are mainly what's in this box. It's like the main I tie. But it's actually not too bad day. It's kind of windy though. And I'm excited to get into a spring streamer bite because I really want that. But I'm hoping if they stop hitting on dark, I can throw something like yellow or dark like I'll let you guys decide what color that is. That's like a red or a maroon or something. But big baits don't always equal big fish. I'm throwing this thing's maybe 2.5 inches. Not very big. I'll just decide, but not very big. And I landed about a 15 incher. Now if I'm gonna throw this dungeon here, I could get the same size fish, but that woolly bugger could also produce me a giant mountain whitefish because they have smaller mouths, so they aren't gonna hit stuff as big. Or it could produce me some nails. So it could go both ways, but usually bigger streamers, bigger fish, bigger nymphs, smaller fish. I had to think for a second. And the smaller nymphs, if you want a nymphing video, leave a comment. I might do one next. Or spring. I don't know. But smaller nymphs are primarily bigger fish. So, I gotta put my string box. Oh, and I have a sticker. People are giving me weird looks because I'm on my phone. But we're gonna try that. And you always want to use a heavier line. Since there's not very big fish in First Dam, I am using a lighter line, but there are some big ones. And if I get into those, I will throw more like 50 pounds or 1 to 0x. I use just spools of fluorocarbon because it's cheaper and easier. But I do like 1 to 0x for tippet or leaders. But try to use fluorocarbon. It's just much better. And if you're using floating line, use a long leader. If you're using sinking, you can use a shorter leader. But I hope that helped, and tell me some video ideas in the comments. Okay?